Back to my channel. I'm gonna go over all the books I read in April. First book I read was The Hate I Feel by Siobhan Davis. I read the Rydeville Elite series like a couple years ago and I actually really enjoyed it. Coming back to the series like 3 years later was really fun because I got to see like characters that were like always hinted at, and I've been waiting for this book for fucking ever, so it was nice to see it. I didn't care for the romance at all. It's a romance book, but I was like more happy with like the familial relationship. So that, oh my god, okay, worst series I've ever read in my fucking life, but I read it because I didn't want to DNF. It was called The Alpha Hole series by Gemma Weir. The first one was, I should have known, okay? I should have known with the first one what the fuck I was getting into. But I didn't learn. But you know what? The second one wasn't bad. The second one wasn't that bad. The second one was pretty good. Obligation was an arranged marriage trope, which we love arranged marriages. And I like the characters, the girl, I can't remember their names, guys. I fucking read these books and forget everything that's happened. Everything that's happened, okay? Everything. The last one was called Obliterate. I wanted to fucking obliterate my mind after reading this book because it was sucked so bad. The character did terrible fucking things, like terrible things. And it was never like redeemed at all. Like the author almost wanted us in a way to be like, oh, he's redeemed now, because the girl, the female love interest, is like, oh no, I'm in love with you. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? I've never written like such a lengthy hate review in my life, but I just like, I don't know what goes through an author's mind where it's like, this one's gonna hate. No, it's not. Who's gonna fucking like this book? Who's gonna like this book? If you hate Penelope Douglas, get off my page. I read Pirate Girls by Penelope Douglas, a spin-off second gen series of the Fallaway series, which was like Jax, Jared, Maddox, and all their girls and like all their kids and stuff. So the book is about Dylan, who is Jared and Tate's kid, and Hunter, who is Maddox and Fallon's kid. For 1 week, Dylan goes over to Hunter's school, and it's like hell. It's kind of like a Hell Week hazing kind of book, if that makes any sense. The romance is good. I like, see, the reason why I like Penelope Douglas books is because it's not straight up the bat. There is development. I love slow burns. I fucking love slow burns. You know what I hate? Fast burns. Insta love. Cut that shit out. Okay, awesome. I'm sorry. Penelope Douglas is the one who introduced me into like my reading journey. Like after reading Devil's Night, oh, did I find some good books and some of my taste. So next books I read were Rival, Falling Away, A Flame, and Next to Never, which was the first generation series of the Fallaway series that I haven't read before. I went straight to the second generation. I enjoyed it. I'm just gonna put all the series together because it's based on the different couples. It's actually like a really tame series compared to any other Penelope Douglas book that I've like ever read in my life. So I enjoyed the characters and the couples. I didn't ever want to like DNF any of the books, but they were kind of boring in a way, and that sounds so bad, but like they were kind of boring. Like I was kind of getting bored, but it's like, that's okay. They can be boring. They can. So I was like on a Penelope Douglas kick for a while this April, which was fun. Misconduct by Penelope Douglas. This one was, I originally never read this one because I thought it was like between a student and teacher. I was like, I'm not really into that, but it's not. So I was like, oh, okay. Basically the character, yo, I'm telling you, I forget everything. I don't even remember her name. Okay, female main character is a teacher of this one student whose dad is somebody she hooked up with at a party. And then they're like fighting each other all the time. Like, oh, you're my son's teacher? I don't like you. I don't want you to be around here. We hate you. Okay? We hate you. don't have much to say, y'all. I forget everything I read. I don't know what I'm reading. Oh, I gave it 2 stars. Oh, I don't think I liked it that much. I didn't even leave a review. Shit. Okay. Next book I read was Taming 7 by Chloe Walsh. I gave this book 4 stars. I really enjoyed Claire and Gibson's like stories throughout the first books with Johnny and Shannon, and I love sunshine characters. A lot of people hate on them. It's just so fun to read, and I love those characters so much, and having like a sunshine ex-sunshine couple was like one of my favorites, so that was good. I gave Taming 7 a 4 out of 5. And I read Restless Stars, which is the last Zodiac Academy book. You know what, I actually did enjoy it. How many stars did I give it though? 4 stars. Also, spoiler alert, do not watch this if you didn't read Zodiac Academy yet. Why the fuck was I crying over Washer's death? What the fuck? Like, it's just like so emotional and so adventure packed that it's like all these people we've like read for 9 books are coming back as one and like to helping the twins fight and win the war, and then they're dying and we get POVs of them dying, and then Justin dying, and who else died? Milton, I think Milton died, and it's like they see him in the afterlife. I don't know, it was just so sad. It was so sad, but it was so good. Love Darcy and Lance's ending. Love Darius and Tori's ending. Them having 7 boys. Jesus. I'm just gonna say that. Jesus. I had one complaint too, which is a fucking weird complaint. How do you have names like Lance, Max, Caleb, Seth? Like normal names, and then their kids are all like Azura, Archer, like, what? Where do we come up with that? It's such a weird complaint to have, but I was like, Darcy and Lance would not name their kid Azura. What? But anyways, gave it a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I read The Sunshine Court by Nora Sakovic. I read the All for the Game series like two years ago. I fucking loved it. I loved it. You know what I did? I took work off the next day to just reread that book. I have never done that with any other book in my life. Yeah, I did that to read a book. And you would too. Anyways, read this 2 years ago. I don't remember any of these characters except for the main ones like Neil, like Kevin, Andrew, and all them. So like Jean and Jeremy, I don't remember them in other books. I'm sorry. I don't remember them. But I read it because I was like, oh, it's fun, like I get to like know these characters. It was really boring. I think if I like reread the All for the Game series first though, I'd be totally fine. But I did not like it, like at all. I did not like it. Actually, you know what? I enjoyed how Gene's character was written with his trauma and how he's trying to like come out of his persona of being like subservient to Rico and the master or whatever. So that was enjoyable in the character terms. I feel like if I was reading, you know, the whole trilogy, it'd been a lot better. But I don't know, it was an okay book. It wasn't my fave because I was having such like a Zodiac Academy drought. I was like, let me find a book that's like similar to this. It was called Elemental Fae Academy. Don't read it. Don't fucking read it. Actually, don't read it. I shouldn't say you shouldn't read a book, but it was like not what I expected. I don't know. Maybe just because I'm like so used to enemies to lovers. I hated how it was insta love. It's like the premise of the story was like could have been so good because this human girl discovers she has powers and she's transported to a different world. Okay, literally like Zodiac Academy, and she's trained by these people and like each of her elements like match her to train her, so it's a reverse harem. But like the characters were so fucking boring. Where is like the angst? Where's the enemies? We want to be nice, like we want to be nice to her right off the bat? No, let's question her. Let's question her and figure out what we want. I don't know. Anyways, that book kind of, I gave it 1 star because your girl isn't gonna DNF it, but I've read 17 books in the month of April. 2 of them were short stories though, and another book is something I can't talk about because it's not out yet. So here I have read 42 books and my goal is 100. So fingers crossed I'll get there. I don't know, but thank you for watching.